Welcome. My name is Scotty Zollers, and today I'm going to be talking to you about how to do research. Research starts before you get to the library. You need to be thinking about not just your topic, which is one of the hardest things to come up with, is the topic, but how to look for information on that topic. So, what you need to do before you start doing research is to think of about 4 or 5 different ways of saying that same topic, so that when you go to look for research, when you look for things for books, you may find it one way, but if you look for it in periodicals, you may find it in another way, or on the internet, you may find it in another way. And that will keep you from being frustrated and irritated because you can't find anything with that perfect search that you came up with. The next step you need to do is to look for some background information on your topic. Just go to a subject encyclopedia and look up information on your topic. You want to know some of the words that are associated with the topic. You want to know some people that are associated with the topic. You want to know a few facts that's associated with the topic, so that when you go to look for research, then you will see that that is legit. If you see those words, if you see those people, you'll know that that's a legit source on that topic. Next thing you need to remember is the research process is a broadening and narrowing. You're not going to go straight through the research process. You're going to have to broaden and narrow your topic as you go along in order to find the resources that you need. So if you find not enough resources, you're going to have to broaden your topic out. If you find too much resources, you're going to have to narrow it back down a little bit. And hopefully I'll be able to show you how to do that with some of our resources today. Once you get all the prep work done, then we go through a process. We don't just jump on Google to start with. It will come, but you need to start with books to start with. With your books, how we find books is in our library catalog, which is available online. How we start looking for books is with our library catalog, which is located on our library webpage. Here on Labette Community College, you choose, here let's go back to the beginning so I can show you. You go to the Labette Community College webpage, hit library, and that will take you to the library web pages. Then you want to choose library catalog. Here you will put in your topic, and I suggest that you do it fairly broadly and then narrow it down. Let's see. Here we'll start with cancer. That returns you 27. That's a pretty good search. You're looking for 30 to 50-ish on your links, but this will be good. Now, if you want to narrow that down, you can narrow it down by circulating books, which is our checkout books, so that you won't get reference books. And then you also have topics, which you can narrow it down even more over here. But for today, we'll just look at one of these and see what it gives us as an information. Here you have all of your information for your bibliographic information, and it also tells you your call number. When we click on this, it tells you some more. It gives you some subjects. These are things that you're going to want to write down with those other things that you had written down about how to say your topic. These are some other ones to put down if they are close to what you were looking for. It will also let you see that it is in this call number right here and that it is available. When you're looking at the call number, think of a street address. The first number is the street. You would go to the shelves and you would look for that number, and you will know that it's on that section of the shelving. Then when you get to that number, you need to look here, and it's like the house number. It shows where it is, sits on the shelf within that number. Another thing you can do is if you find one that is right on your topic, you can also, from the computer, you can hit the browse shelf and you can see those things that are around it, and maybe there will be some others that might be of interest to you, and you could go directly to them and go through the same process again. When you are looking at books, some things that you need to remember. First off is the currency of the book. This is a medical topic. Any medical topic that you're looking at, you don't want anything over 3 years old. Now, if you're looking at a copyright date, that's where you will find the date of the material. You need to remember that the information in that book is probably a year old. So you really only want copyright dates that are 2 years old. Then when you get your books that you're looking for, move to the back of the book first. Look in the index and see how much of the book contains information on your topic. Then move to the front of the book and look at the table of contents, and you can see that's going to be the skeleton of the book, and it will tell you how the book is laid out. And so you will find your topic pages, how they're laid out in that book and what they're going to be talking about with that topic in that book. Also, continue to look for facts and information. You're looking for basic facts with books. Background information, basic facts, some history. And then you can also look for notes, references. When you write a paper, this is on all research materials. When you write a paper, you put at the end of the paper your sources. Just like that with your research materials, when you find a book or a magazine or a journal or even a website, look for those notes at the end that tell the sources, and that could lead you to some other resources that could help you with your information. Now that's with books. The next thing we would look at is periodicals. And once again, we go back to our library page. This time we're going to select periodical databases. You will notice that we have on campus and we have off campus. This is a duh moment. On campus means that you are actually on the LCC main campus when you are using these databases. Off campus means that you are not. For example, in the dorms, or at Cherokee, or at your home. In that case, you're going to need a couple pieces of information. It will ask you for your student ID, and it will ask you for the birth year. So you need to know those things in order to get into. The user ID will be your student ID. The password will be your birth year. Now we have different databases. You're not going to use every single database every time for your research, but there's different ones to choose from. Since this is a medical topic, I would choose ProQuest Nursing and Allied Health Source. That's one of my first ones. Now, this gives you some things to narrow down. You're going to want scholarly journals. So you will do scholarly journals, and then we're going to type in cancer. And it gives you some suggested cancer-related topics. Now, once again, we can narrow this down. We want them to be full text. We want them to be peer-reviewed. We want them within the past 3 years. So we would choose 2023, 01, 01. Hopefully that gets it. To February 3rd, which is today's date of the video that we're making. And we apply that. Also, here are subjects that you can choose from, document types, and with most databases, you can see there's a lot of different languages. We're going to want to choose English, unless English is not your first language. Then you could choose another one. That narrows our topics down to 20. So that's a pretty good amount. Here we see the bibliographic information for this topic. We have a little bit of a blurb about it. This is something with periodicals that you want to look at. It's called an abstract. Abstract, it will tell you exactly what the article is about. When you're looking at periodicals, the titles will be the gotcha that drags you in. But the periodical abstract will explain to you exactly what the article is about. So always, always, always read your abstract. Once again, here's some other subjects that you can choose from. Perhaps those would be ones that would be closer to your topic, and you could choose from them. Then you can choose full text. When you have the choice, go with PDF, because it's much, much, much easier to cite a PDF article than it is a full text article. And here is your full text PDF article. Now, we were talking about the references. If you scroll down, there are all your references. Look through those and see if there's something that catches your eye that would be close to what you're talking about. Then you can print that off and circle those, or you can write them down. Go back through the periodical databases and see if you can find those articles. There's probably a good chance that you can't. So what you would need to do then is called interlibrary loan. Interlibrary loan is where we share information with our library shares information with other libraries. So if you find a resource in a book or a periodical or on a website that we don't have, that doesn't mean that we can't get it. what you need to do is fill out one of these slips with as much information as you can about the item that you're looking for. Put in your name, your phone number, or email address, or both, how you want to be contacted. If you never check your email, please put your phone number. And then put the date that you are checking these out. Some things to remember with interlibrary loan. The people that loan us the information are in charge with interlibrary loan. They determine how long you can keep the information before you have to send it back, if you have to send it back. Sometimes with periodicals, we get printouts and you get to keep them so you don't have to send them back. But with books, you need to pay attention to those due dates. For one reason, because if you bring them back late, it's $1 a day for every day that you are overdue. Plus, that could hurt you with getting information from other libraries in the future. So, turn this in at the circulation desk, and we will get that sent to interlibrary loan and get the information for you. Also, when you get contacted, confirmation. That's another thing that will get you on the bad list, is if you don't come and pick up the information once we've got it from you. Also, we have a copier right next to the circulation desk. Probably one of the first things you're going to want to do is you're going to want to come and copy the title page and the back of the title page for all of your interlibrary loan books that you get. Because once they get sent back, there's no guarantee that we'll be able to get them back again. So please make sure you get all your bibliographic information available. With periodicals, what we're trying to do is we are trying to get the latest information and research on the topic from scholarly sources. So that's what we do with the periodicals. Then we are ready to go to the internet. I told you we'd go to the internet eventually. With that information, you have background information. You have book information with good resources in history and some basic information. Then you have the latest information. You've been taking notes on all of this up to now. So when you go to an internet source, you can read on the internet source and see if you see the names, if you see the language, if you see some of these things that has been said, or if you don't, then you will be able to say, maybe this is not legit after all. Also look for normal things like misspellings or bad grammar, because that's a good indication that it's not a legit site either. Now, let me show you another example of how we can use internet. It's back on our homepage again. We can go to online resources. Let me stop for just a minute and show you. We also have an interlibrary loan request online, so you don't even have to go to the library to pick up your interlibrary loan request. You can fill it out here online. Then the online resources is what I was talking about. This is what's called a portal. A portal is a list of websites that have been checked out and are legit. You'll notice that a lot of these are government documents. When you are doing research, statistics give your research oomph. If you want to find statistics, you'll find a lot of them in government documents. So those are some things that you might want to look for. Now, also on this page, we have other libraries and ebook collections And we have other internet reference tools that you could use, like databases, to look for information on your topic. It is on the internet, but these have been looked at and they are legit. Now, also throughout this time, if you have problems with research, it can get frustrating. Come and talk to us. Talk to Hillary, talk to Phyllis, talk to me. And we can guide you through it. It may just be a block, and you just need to talk it through. Or it may be translating libraryese into English, because sometimes the way librarians talk isn't how normal people talk. So we could help you with that. Just come talk to us and we will help you through that. Then, when you are finally finished and you have the best paper that you've ever written, you can go for the Paper of the Year award. This is given out annually for research papers and for creative papers. And here are your criteria, and you can also, the judging process, and you can also apply for it online. I hope this has helped you a little bit. Remember the big secret: if you have trouble with anything, come and ask for help. We don't bite. So ask us for help and we'll try to get you through the process. Thank you.